Castle, iconic building set in the heart of Scotland's capital. The nation's history has swirled around it since the 12th century. Today it houses honours of Scotland, the crown jewels. Obviously Scottish. What if a powerful body were to decide that Edinburgh Castle had nothing to do with Scotland? Think they'd lost the plot? And what if they decided that the Tower of London had nothing to do with England? Crazy? Yeah. But this is what has happened to the Temple Mount and Wailing Wall in Jerusalem. This year, on the day after Yom Kippur, UNESCO, the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organisation, passed a resolution that declared that Jerusalem's Temple Mount and its Western Wall were to be classified solely as a Muslim site. History is denied. Forget that Solomon began to build the temple, not the Al-Aqsa Mosque, and for 3,000 years it's been Judaism's holiest site on earth. We don't read in the Gospels of Jesus cleansing the Al-Aqsa Mosque. We can be pretty sure that he wasn't overly concerned about selling doves and mosques. However, 700 years later, under Muhammad, violent Islam launched imperialist wars of expansion and cut a bloody swathe through the Middle East and captured Jerusalem. On Temple Mount, they built a mosque. Since then, the Temple Mount has changed hands many times until the British liberated it from the Ottomans in 1917. It remained under British control until 1948. At that time, the UN passed a two-state resolution, one for the Jews, one for the Arabs. The Jews accepted, the Arabs rejected. They immediately launched a war, which they lost. The Jews captured Jerusalem, Jordan took the Temple Mount. A second war in 1956 recorded another Arab loss. After the war of 1967, another loss for the Arabs, Israel had retaken the Temple Mount. With incredible magnanimity, Israel handed over control of the Temple Mount to the Muslim authorities. Understandably, Jews still wish to visit the temple and the Wailing Wall. Muslims find this intolerable. In fact, they find any claim by Jews to an inheritance in Israel intolerable. Everything in Israel has to be Muslim. Mahmoud Abbas, leader of the Palestinian Authority, demands the supposed filthy feet of the Jews be kept off the Temple Mount. The Palestinian Authority claims that Jews, by visiting Judaism's holiest site, are increasingly encroaching on a Muslim holy site. In the year up to July 2016, 12,000 Jews visited Temple Mount. Muslims think this unacceptably excessive and religiously offensive. In the same period, 4 million Muslims visited. Of all visitors, 0.3% are Jews. Muslims find this an outrage. 99.7% is not enough. It has to be 100%. And UNESCO, by going along with this, voted for religious intolerance and anti-Semitic bigotry and has brought itself further into dispute. 6 nations had the integrity to vote against this false decision: the USA, Lithuania, the Netherlands, Germany, Estonia and the UK. France, Italy, Spain and Sweden went along with this absurdity by abstaining. Will we find churches in Europe and USA protesting against this disturbing distortion of reality? Don't hold your breath.